Hey guys, it's the Card Genie here. A few of you guys have asked me to do kind of a tutorial on the app on all the different features and functionality that it offers. And I wanted to make sure you guys are getting the most out of it once you made the decision to purchase it. So I'm going to kind of walk you through how I use it and just a little bit about me. This is all a side thing for me. I'm a personal hobby card collector, love sports. Definitely have a day job, and this is not it. But I'm passionate about it, and obviously with the virus, I had a little extra time, so put the work in and made it happen. I'm a huge follower of Gary Vee, and I love everything that he does. And I'll have to give him props for giving me a little motivation to go out there and do this, and it's paying off. So hope you guys are enjoying it, and let's dig in. So when you first add the app, you're going to be presented with the login screen here. A couple different options. You can sign in with Apple. That's probably the way I recommend. It's just the easiest. And you don't have to enter anything and it'll set it up for you. Or you can log in with Facebook, or you can create your own user ID, password, and email and just sign up that way. So I'm going to go ahead and sign in with Apple here. And I'm doing this on my iPad just because it's better for video purposes. But the app was originally built, it's done something wrong there. The app was originally built for your phone, obviously, but it works great on iPad. I actually love entering new details because I have this keyboard set up with my iPad, but you can obviously do it any way you like. And this will be the screen that you're presented when you first sign in. It'll say you'll have 0 cards in your collection, but this is kind of your dashboard, if you will. It shows you how many cards you have, what you spent, cards by sport. We're adding in soccer right now. That's not in the current release, but it will be in the next update. And then you can kind of see cards that are hot right now, players that are hot. This is something that I'll update every couple weeks, and it'll just be refreshing your app automatically. And then down here at the bottom is the basketball card index that I just set up. It's a price index, kind of like it shows you changes in the market of sports cards for basketball. I'm working on baseball and football and hope to have those ready soon. But it's really cool because I started tracking it back in February, and now we're into the middle of April. And since the beginning, it's changed 60%, and I'll keep that updated to kind of show a 3-month view. And then you'll also get a weekly change that'll update every Friday. And so week over week from 410 to 417, the market's up 4% for basketball. So real helpful just kind of to see, all the big guys like Slapsocks, Sports Card Investor, everybody was saying buy right around here, around the end of March, early April. And man, if you did, you're making money. You bought cards at the right time. If you bought back here in February, you're making a killing, 60%. It's huge. And I will say basketball is probably up the most. I'm still working on my baseball and football card indexes, but those should be coming out soon. And I'm just trying to figure out kind of the layout. Do I put it all on one chart, that kind of thing. But, for the low app price that we're charging, this is some really good information that'll help you become better at sports card investing. Another thing is I added in this cool little link feature. This just will have useful links. You can check card release dates. So you want to know when the next Topps Chrome's coming out, or Inception, or whatever cards you're interested in. This is a great site that has all that information updated regularly. Then I also show you what are the hottest baseball, basketball, and football auctions. And let me just show you one of those real quick. Sports Card Collector Daily, it's a website. They keep this stuff all current. Props to them. They've got a lot of good information on here. Definitely recommend checking it out if you get some time. But right now, the most watched baseball auction is the 1989 Upper Deck Ken Griffey Jr. rookie card. When I was a kid, this was the hot card. I remember it was kind of out of my price level as a kid. That thing's selling for $1,500, so I wish I had gotten one back then. But just some really good information, and I'll be adding to this as we go. I'll probably put this tutorial within the app so you can check it anytime. I'm setting up a YouTube channel here to share more useful information. But let's dig right in. So let's say you just download the app, you're about ready to add your first card. So what you do is, this is the add a new card form, and the goal here was to make it as easy as possible to add a new card. I'm actually looking into a feature. I don't know if any of you guys have used the Vivinio wine app, but you can take a picture of any wine bottle and it'll auto update all the details, and you can rate it and say how good it was and things like that. The problem is you need a database to do the image recognition check against that card, and so I don't have that card database yet. Now, as you guys are adding your cards, we're building a database of baseball, football, basketball cards. So maybe eventually we can get there where it's at least auto importing the major cards, but not there yet. So for now, you got to manually add your card collection, but it takes literally 30 seconds to add a new card. First thing you do is add a new picture. I'm just gonna pull something here. Well, let's take a photo. I'm just gonna do this for demonstration purposes. We're just gonna take a photo of my table here. You would take the photo of the card, go ahead and click use, pops it up there. We're gonna add, let's do Ja Morant. He is a basketball player. Let's say this was his 2019 rookie card. Let's do Panini Prism. Is his rookie card. It's not autographed. I'm not sure what the card number is. Let's just do 23 right now, just for time's sake. We'll say it's an ungraded card. Now here you can actually, if you get graded cards, I try to include all the big ones. You can go ahead and pick that. Right now I can only link out to PSA's site to check population reports. Beckett, you have to be signed into their server to do that. So right now I only offer PSA, but if that changes, I'll definitely add that in. Right now, let's just go ahead and say this one is, well, I want to show you, well, we'll do ungraded for now. You don't, grade level's not, if you did a PSA, you could say as a PSA 10, 9, 8, whatever. You can also enter the PSA certification number for your card. This is really cool. So if you do have PSA 10s or 9s or 8s, you can enter that certification number and it'll take you directly to see the population report and all the details on that card, when it was graded. Really, really cool feature. And I'll show you that on another card that I have. But let's say we spent, we're gonna say $50 on this card. You can enter some notes just to keep track of, hold for 2021 season. And then when you got all that done, you hit add new card, and it's as simple as that. It'll tell you if it added it successfully. You see this update. So I've got another basketball card in my collection. And then you can go out to your cards here and let's find that card. And another nice little hit is it can get real intensive on your app. So I don't auto refresh this view automatically every time you see it. So if you don't see something showing up, just pull down and it'll refresh. I'm trying to make the app as friendly to your phone as possible and not take up a bunch of RAM and memory and stuff. So I only refresh when you have to. If you need to refresh, just pull down. So let's find that Ja that we just added. So I'm gonna type in Ja Morant. Oop, if I could type. Search. So here's the one we added. You can see it down here at the bottom. Not the best picture, but for basically testing's sake here, you can kind of see what had happened. Now let's go back to one. So I'll show you exactly how this works. So let's do Pete Alonso. He's one of my favorite new rookies. This is a card that I bought back in February, and it is a PSA 10. You can see the certification number. It's his Series 2 rookie card. I paid $57 for this card, so here's where this app gets really useful. You've loaded it. I loaded it back in February. I've been watching it. Any day you can just come out here and click on the completed sales, and it'll go out and grab the latest completed sales for the information that you've entered in. So if you're entering bad information about your cards, you're gonna get bad search results. But the way I designed it is, as long as you enter in correct information, like the card number and the brand and the sub-brand, it'll go out and search and find very good information. So Pete Alonso is now selling for $77, $75, $78. So he's gone up pretty nicely from when I bought it at $57. I mean, that's an easy $20 flip, on a pretty small investment. So great information. You can also check the PSA pop report. So this is what I was telling you that's really cool. It'll actually go out and look at, okay, so I have not entered that certification number, so it's pulling up all the Pete Alonso cards. Now, if I had entered that PSA cert number, let's watch this. So 449-32945. So if I go back and I'm gonna edit this card and enter his PSA number here, 449 and 32945. 32945, and I'm gonna save that, update the card. Okay. Now that PSA number's in there, and so now when I go to PSA card, it's actually going out to that specific cert number that we entered. And so, boom, you can find this exact card. That card has a population of 5,000. It's pretty high, but you know, I've got some that are population 1, so very, very valuable. But really good information. So there's a lot of those. There's a lot of these out here. So the $1 million question is, do I hold it? Do I sell it? What should I do? That's all up to you. But if you want to make 20 bucks, I could sell it right now. You can also check player projections. This is really going to come in handy when the sports season starts back up. Right now, with sports being paused, it's not going to give you too much valuable information, but when they have games coming up, you can start to say, okay, Pete Alonso is not playing well, so maybe I need to dump him, or he's not going to get Rookie of the Year, so probably need to flip him. Stuff like that. You can also, you can see here, you can click the picture, get player stats, or swipe right to share. You want to share this card to a friend, you can swipe right and share it. You can click it, and it'll take you out to ESPN, where you can get more player stats. You just click on their name when this comes up, and it'll give you everything about Pete Alonso. Here's his career stats. He's played 161 games, 53 home runs. The guy's an absolute beast. So again, real helpful information at your fingertips for the cards that you entered. You can also use this. Let's say you're ready to flip this card. You can click sell, and it'll go out to eBay and try to find similar cards that are sold recently, and you can sell one like this, and it'll bring in all that information that guy used. And all you got to do is log into eBay, fill out maybe a couple more details, boom, sell it on eBay, done. So the whole intent here is to save you guys time, effort, give you information at your fingertips to make money while you're doing sports cards investing. You can also delete a card, so once you sell it, you can delete it. But hopefully this gives you guys a little bit more information about how to use the app and some of the useful information that's in there. So be on the lookout for more videos. This is kind of my first tutorial. Hopefully it didn't bore you guys too much. But if you do like the app, please go out there, give it a 5-star review, or follow me on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. And I'd love to hear how you guys are using it, features you might like to see, things like that. So take care, guys, and let's make some money.